We met through a mutual friend. We were at our house. I had stopped by to pick up some stuff for my nephew, and as I was there, he happened to be there, and we just started talking, and he goes, well, how tall are you, when he first saw me? And I was like, okay, he's weird. I'm like, why is he asking me this? And then he goes, well, I'm like, well, I'm 4'10". He goes, oh, he goes, I'm gonna marry you. And I was like, okay. I'm like, you know, but I was very attracted to him, so I was like, that's a little weird, but at the same time I just went along with it. So we walked in and we sat down, and then as we're sitting down, he looks over to my feet, and then he goes, what size are your feet? And I'm like, well, they're 1.5. He goes, what? He goes, can I see them? And I was like, sure. You know, I was just going along with it. And then he goes, oh, now I'm really gonna marry you. And at first I was like, well, you know, I was very attracted to him. So I was like, okay, you know, again, I went along with that. And then 2 years later, we'll be getting married on the same day he told me he was going to marry me. So, I mean, and then the next day, his phone broke. And I thought he was just like messing around. The next day, his phone broke, and he went to the store literally that day and bought a brand new phone, full price, just so he could call me and talk to me. And then from there, it just all started, and here we are.
In Terry and Jimmy's house, actually, a buddy of ours. She worked with Terry at the time, and I'm just so happy to be there. And when we met her, when I saw her, I knew already that she was going to be mine. So I even told her that I was going to marry her right away. We were sitting down at a table. Kind of funny, I asked her to take off her socks, and she took her socks off, and I saw her feet, and I have this thing with this feet, and yeah, and then I saw how short she was, and she's just so beautiful, and pretty much that's how we started.
My favorite thing about Ren is the way he's so caring for other people. He always goes above and beyond to help others, and he's always there. And one of the things that really stands out is how much he loves his kids and how much of a good father he is. That's my favorite thing about him.
What I admired most about Denise is her patience and her love, undying love, her willingness to always give, and her care for not just me but for everybody. She loves loving other people and caring. And that's everything I want and that I need in my life. And with the two boys I have, she has unconditional love towards them, and of course that's number one for me. And her love and her care for them. She doesn't treat them like it's not hers. She treats them just like it's her own. Her on our wedding day is so beautiful. I've always called her a tiny little angel because I've always prayed for someone just like her. Down to even her earlobes, she has big earlobes that touch yours. So I just envision her as being an angel like.
How did I know Ren was the one? Well, pretty much when I realized that I could just be myself with him. Doesn't matter what I'm doing, whether I'm doing the goofiest thing or the cutest thing to him, anything's just, he loves me and I love him back for that. And I just know he's the one. I love him. Ren, I just wanted to let you know that I love you. I am so blessed to be with you. I'm very happy that I'm going to get to marry my best friend. We've been through so much this past year. And every single moment has not given me no doubt that I want to spend the rest of my life. And I can't wait to walk down the aisle and say I do. I love you, and you mean the world to me.
Sweetheart, with all the things that we've been through in our relationship, all the trials that we've gone through, and everything, you've always been there. You loved me, you never got mad at me, never done anything to me that was wrong or anything. You just always loved and cared about me. The strength you have in God that you show me, I'm very thankful. It makes us stronger, it makes me stronger. Overall, all the things that you do just makes me stronger. I love you with all my heart, and I thank you so much for sharing your life with me.